Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
Suck it, Ron. You suck it.
Fucking bitch.
This is a really good episode. Really good episode. It was actually, to me, the second best episode of the season versus the first episode.
It was a great episode, I will say. The only thing that was really lacking was that Halle Berry didn't have a lot of lines in this one. Oh, I'm sorry, it was Vivica A. Fox. Oh no, it was fucking Monique.
Oh, you racist
oh, shit.
son of a bitch.
Son of a hoe.
Listen.
For God forgive anybody that ever does that shit.
Let's talk about it real quick. Let's talk about it. Put it in a fucking Mario Brothers lunchbox and throw it in the fucking river, alright? In the last episode, we confused Nurse Rita's character with an actress who had played a character in the previous episodes. We got the actors wrong, we got them confused, and a whole bunch of fucking assholes got on the page on this last review that we did and called us racist because apparently we can't tell black people apart. Only thing I want to say about
Didn't you guys know we got a rebel flag hanging up back here, you sons of bitches?
is, look, I'm so glad that you brought this up. Years ago, we did a review for a movie called The Immortals, and I still don't know which one of them was in the movie. Was it Luke Evans or Orlando Bloom in the movie?
That was Luke Evans.
Okay, we called him Orlando Bloom for the entire fucking movie.
Because he looks like him.
Because they look alike, and that's not to say that all white people look alike. All black people don't look alike. Anybody with a fucking brain can tell you that all black people don't look alike.
Yeah.
Some people look alike.
Unless you're triplets.
And I remember watching that episode last week and watching her and thinking, I did think it was that character, but I even thought to myself, wow, she looks great. Like, she looks a lot younger than she did last season. She's taking care of herself. Good for her. She's a great character. She's a great part of AHS. It's not a racist thing. And if you jump to that conclusion, then you're a part of everything that's wrong with society today. You're just looking for anything that you can go, gotcha, fuck you, gotcha, you're a piece of shit. Fuck that noise. We're here to have fun and we're here to talk movies. And another thing, sometimes we get people's names wrong. Sometimes in AHS, we get the same characters in AHS almost every single episode, almost every single season, and it's fun. We like AHS. We like to watch it. It's not the number one thing it's not our number one priority at all times. We love to watch the show, and it's been found, we found that a lot of you guys like to watch the recaps for them, so we talk about them. We enjoy them every single year. We enjoy watching the shows. Do we take it as seriously as like the most serious thing in the world? No, it's a fun fucking horror show that comes out every year that doesn't take itself too seriously.
Can we please get back to the basics of good times?
Yes, exactly. What are you gonna do on October 31st?
What are you gonna do on October 31st?
Here comes that white-faced fucker, an asshole like no other. He's a big old piece of shit. Wants to stab your sister's tits cause he's a white-faced fucker. Loomis can't recover. Dr. Challenge drunk again, sleeping with your sister's friends.
Do you want to know about the darkness?
I said, God damn. God damn you, Michael. I said, God damn.
A lot of people don't know the darkness that goes inside their hearts.
I said, God damn. God damn you, Michael.
What are you gonna do on October 31st?
This episode started great, and one thing I want to mention that I don't know if we've mentioned before, but the intro to this show is my favorite intro of all the seasons of AHS. Really the fucking awesome. Do you remember back in the day playing that arcade game? It was like Cruising USA or some shit.
Cruising
like that.
USA, yeah.
Or the Getaway or something, where you're like a red Ferrari and you got a gun and you're like shooting and running from the cops. They have that kind of thing going in the intro. You have that drive feel to it. You have an 80s feel to it. I love the intro to this show.
And that was just me when I was skipping out of my bill. It's like,
this is me getting out of my gas bill.
I'm not paying.
But that being said, the intro is awesome. The opening to this episode,
it always pumps you up. It makes you want to go join Gold's Gym or something.
It's good.
I don't even know. He's like, yeah, I want to go do that.
But I love the opening to this one. I actually really love the flashback scenes to the aerobics quarters.
Cool.
Back
she
in
snorted fucking Cruel Intentions cocaine. Like, she was like ready to fucking legit dance.
And they were listening. They were listening to Bowie. And I like when she looked back at
Billy Idol. Get it straight. Get it straight.
Oh my god! I must fucking
get it.
I hate rock stars too.
Fucking racist. Another white person that looks alike.
Jesus Lord, help us in this dark night. But again, so I love to see when she looks at herself in the mirror. She's like, and then she's like, move those pussies.
I could only imagine that if we had snorted coke, like what we would do in an aerobic situation.
It made me want to do aerobics.
Do
you guys just have a table of cocaine? I don't even do cocaine, but do you have a table that we could just like go to? And then I'll do aerobics.
We would like lay on the table and have our legs coming up in like really high thrusts for some reason. Be like, oh, it feels so good, that burn, yeah, in your quads, in your thighs. Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Mostly in my nose.
And then the weird thing is, Ramirez pops out of a fucking left field, goddamn activated himself at 9 a.m. this morning. He's like, oh. He's like, Billy Idol's a choice. Fuck. I'm like, what? Are you supposed to kill somebody and you're fucking rapping out the fucking White Wedding or whatever the fuck they were listening to? And he's like, yeah, it's a choice. And Ramirez started off like the spawn of Satan, and he fucking Satan, and now he's like Billy Idol. Like it just doesn't. Like the meshing there is not working for me.
It's fun though.
But it's still fun. But it's like it's like finding out like the Fiend from WWE is like really into Spice Girls. You're like, oh.
But I like that because the show makes fun of itself. The show doesn't take itself too seriously. Some of the fans take the show more seriously than the show does itself. But that shit was fun. And then you find out Richard Ramirez is there. He kills Rod. Suck it, Rod. I love that scene.
I love the part when she says "suck it, Rod," and she flips him up. He goes,
then she turns
and he's like,
so "Can we listen to some Cyndi Lauper?" But he kills him. He puts him in the corner like Batman and Batman vs Superman at the beginning of the movie.
Disemboweled.
And then they have sex over using the blood from his dead body. Whatever turns you on, man.
First date will not be forgotten.
So they're completely shitting on whatever Richard Ramirez's legacy is supposed to be.
Good. He's an asshole.
It's a. Well, yeah.
I mean, that's what I mean. Like, good. Make fun of him.
Killer. But that was a cool scene. And then you find out that she wanted Brooke to die all along because of the wedding scene. We knew that the wedding scene had to tie into it at some point.
Yeah.
She wanted to kill her because that was her brother that died. That was a cool thing. That was neat. And there was this episode was twisty as fuck. So I can't wait to get this wrong and piss people off. But we go back to the camp. And you find out that eventually you find out that the big giant twist of the whole thing is that Margaret did all this shit. And this is fun because some people brought up a really good point in the last comments that there's something like Jingles like is supposed to be like we all thought he was going to be the focal point as a serial killer, right? But there's something off in it. Like, it would have been cooler if he had a mask. He's just this dude who looks sort of like BTK with a raincoat and a limp. Like, they could have made that character a lot cooler.
He looks like a disillusioned shop teacher.
So, and if you're watching this, you've seen the episode. You find out that Margaret did all that shit. Like, he was really into her. He wanted to protect her. And then he didn't do his job in her mind. So she's the one that killed all these campers. But to me, it was a cool twist because a super fucking psycho super Christian lady killing everybody in the name of the Lord, to me, is way scarier than what Mr. Jingles was supposed to be anyway. So once you found out that she was the killer, I'm far more scared about that. Remember The Mist? Remember the lady in The Mist that was the super Christian lady?
I wish she would die a million deaths.
Oh, I hated her.
That bitch.
I hate her.
But yeah,
that's why it's perfect.
Yeah, Mr. Jingle Jangles being not the killer and Margaret being the killer and representing some ultra fucking right goddamn old gospel. Jesus coming from the high winds.
Coming from a high wind.
He will slice your tits off unless you get down on your knees. Oh God,
Wild thing. Believe
in the Lord.
I was going to Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, I'm not going to make fun of that because who the fuck knows what else we'll get accused of anymore. But it's pretty cool. I mean, it pretty much is like that thing. It's like he protect, he attack, he make bear out of woodstack. Fucking jingle jangle. Like he gave her this bear. He's like, you know they mate for life. Like, oh shit, that's dirty as fuck. But okay, and then yeah, like so she set him up. The entire time, she's the one. She cut her own fucking ear off. You don't have to depraved and deranged you have to be. You have to kind of like be the leader of a cult, Heaven's Gate. Like it was almost like that shit. But
they had nice shoes though.
They did. They had some fly ass Nike shoes. Like they had that purple trip, dog. You gotta have some good shoes if you're gonna be on a meteorite spaceship.
They're like, I don't know, man. I just kind of want to. I'm not into kill myself. But like, but check out these shoes.
Oh shit. Well, Haley Bob, I'm ready. Because you don't know what kind of floor that saucer's got behind the meteorite. That was the Haley Bob comment actually. But anyway, yeah. So it's pretty. It was some M. Night Shyamalan nipple twist there to have Margaret be the killer, which is cool. Like I like that. Mr. Jingle Jangle being like kind of shunted to the side as a non-important character toward the end of the episode. I'm kind of cool with it, but they'd already built him up to something more than he, I was hoping that there would be some kind of epic showdown with, like, I don't know, something more with him, but maybe there will be. I mean, we're not done yet, but.
Speaking of epic showdown, he did, when Brooke was caught in the net, you did have the scene that they told us was going to happen in the last week's episode, where they fight each other. I thought it was a little cool, it was a little corny, because Richard Ramirez and Jingle Jangles get in a fight, and they fight each other. And then at the same time, Montana's fighting who was supposed to be Nurse Rita in the corner, and it kind of felt like Mortal Kombat or some shit, like an old school action movie where two people are fighting at once.
I felt like we were watching goddamn. It was like the pre-show before the big fight. It was like watching Puppet Master versus Chucky. Like they were trying to build it up to the Ramirez versus Jingle Jangle as like Jason versus Freddy, and to me it was Puppet Master versus Chucky. Like I don't give a fuck.
Or like when wrestling goes into like when they fight in the hallways.
And then
they're fighting in the parking lot.
And then the cameras in the backstage and the two bitches are fighting. And you're like, woo! Like, oh my god, who's gonna win that one? I don't care. Go back to the fight, the main fight. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like it was like sometimes like that. Those kind of moments felt like they had to do it because they'd already, obviously the script or the storyline has gone this way. But it's like I don't know if I would have done it. Like I mean, at some point they were gonna have it to come to a head. The two killers.
We're not watching Captain America and Iron Man fight here.
Yeah, I mean, but it was still kind of like, is that forced? Yeah, it kind of felt forced.
It was cool, and a lot of people fucking died in this episode. Like a lot of shit was happening at one point in the episode before they gave the big reveal. It was like, fuck, what are you gonna do next week? Everybody's dying. I thought that Xavier was gonna get it, and dude, that was nasty when Mr. Jingles puts him in the oven and turns it on broil, and his skin was turning yellow.
Shit.
Great special effects. This whole season,
Xavier,
by the way, great special effects this whole season. The special effects team's doing a great job. They're making a really good time of it. But he gets out, and he's like bubbly and shit like that, and that's all.
They Hansel and Gretel that motherfucker.
And then Trevor dies, and I was fucking pissed about that.
Yeah, good job. You fucking killed off one of the more maybe the most interesting character in the show.
But that being said,
by the way, when Billy Lord ran down before he died, did you hear that part when he's like, oh my god, Montana, he's like, you looking good. Like that's all he said. He's like, you look hot. He's like, you look hot. He didn't say like, are you okay?
I'm a cocksmith. You want to say I'm sorry about sorry?
You look hot.
And that's what I was thinking too. I was like, oh, everybody's dying. And one thing that we've kind of fucked up.
Killed off Brian Fontana.
We didn't really, Brian Fontana. One thing we didn't really pick up on that we should have in the last episode was that we talk about the dude with the headband or whatever that kept showing up that we thought was annoying. So many people at the beginning were mentioning time travel with him, the Kevin Bacon looking guy, that my brain kind of latched onto that, and I didn't realize, it makes way more sense. Some smart commentators were like, what are you guys talking about time travel for? He's a fucking ghost. Clearly he's a ghost.
Well, they could be a ghost that time travels.
It was a mistake, but that was an actual mistake. But it makes sense because they're actually it's not time travel or anything like that as far as we can tell, but it seems like these people are ghosts. It seems like some of the people, it's kind of confusing because you would imagine like all the people that died at the original camp would also be ghosts there. But this whole thing reminds me of Murder House. In Murder House, when you died in Murder House, you were stuck there, you were trapped there, and those ghosts would only show themselves when they wanted to. So I think that could be something going on.
Wait, I'm getting a phone call. Is it? Hello? Yeah. Okay.
You're not getting a phone call. You're a liar.
Law said they want their idea back. I'm sorry.
Well, it's a Murder House idea more than anything.
Well, it was,
but it worked.
But I would say that look, the thing is, I don't even know if it's that though. Here's the reason why. It could possibly be, but the only one that we saw resurrected to play out the events over and over again is the headband guy. Now, if you're gonna go to Ramirez, the thing about Ramirez, the case of when he comes back to life after fucking Jingle Jangle whoops his ass and puts him on a step.
It's a good death, by the way.
Like on a stick. He fucking Dracula's him against that tree with a fucking thing through his mouth. Looked cool.
It was a Mortal Kombat death. Your soul is mine,
Scorpion. But yeah, it was. If you'll notice, when he floats up and his eyes are black and he's back, back in black, he's all good.
Back in black!
The thing about it is, though, right before he died, before he fought Jingle Jangle, he had drawn a pentagram on the ground and used blood.
Right.
And then smoke from the fiery hell pits.
You don't want no smoke.
I think it was a devil thing. I don't think the whole ground, or maybe the ground now is cursed, but maybe he was resurrected by Satan himself.
Here's where it gets confusing, though.
Satan.
When Margaret kills Mr. Jingles, she shoots him in the scene, and then you actually feel bad for him because, like, you find out, like, he never did this shit. They did lobotomies on him and shit like that, and made him believe it was him. And then he shows up while Xavier's on the bridge, and Xavier's almost dead. I don't know why in the fucking painty earth that he would just imagine this happening. But he runs into Mr. Jingles and he's like, that wasn't me. I realize that wasn't me now. But then he disappears. Here's the question I have.
No, he didn't. The Jingle Jangle?
Yeah, he disappears.
I thought he just walked past him. He said, fuck.
No, because the girl shows up. I think it was Montana. Or maybe it was Brooke. Someone shows up and he's just gone.
I thought he just walked past him and he walked really quickly into the woods.
That's possible too, though. But what confused me about it was that, like, his body was there. His dad, he got shot and his body was there, and then she looks over and he's not there anymore. Yeah. But then he appears on the bridge, but then he fucking Batman smokes himself and is gone.
But he was hurt. And he had been shot, but he's a big dude. And actually, when Xavier lunged at him, he goes, ugh. Like he was hurt, holding and clutching his right side when he got shot. So I think he got shot, he just didn't die. I mean, that happens all the time. Michael Myers was shot in like 6 times.
Well, that's the question. Tell us down below. I'm sure one of you eagle-eyed fuckers caught that shit that we never catch. But either he escaped in that moment, or was he a ghost in that moment? And if he was a ghost in that moment, why did his full body disappear from the site of his death? I don't know. But
I think he just got up. I don't think he was dead. Because she only checked him once, and if you again,
but the one dude who got his block knocked off also woke up. People were starting to wake up. The dude that admitted that, I can't remember his name now, but he admitted that he did the murder in the last episode. The one who got his head knocked off when he was on the bike. They also showed him coming back to life when Richard Ramirez came back to life.
The thing about the main thing about the Jingle Jangle situation, though, is I think he got shot. Like, he got shot 3 times with a revolver. He's a big dude. It's possible that he's dying, but maybe she didn't hit any vital organs.
Yeah, could be. Either he's still alive or that was a ghost. Comment down below. I'm sure one of you guys know. And that's the point.
I really don't want it to be a ghost. I just don't want it to be ghosted.
This ties it back around to what we were saying in the beginning. We're just 2 dudes who watch the show and enjoy the show. We like it, and then we turn on the camera and we talk about it. We're not fucking perfect.
Literally, we go into other rooms and have pajamas on and talk about it.
Listen, I'll tell you this. Straight the fuck up. If you guys are viewers of this,
did you say straighten the fuck up?
No, I'll tell you this, straight the fuck up. If you guys are viewers of this show, or you're watching this right now, and you just turn it on off of whatever, like, we are not the 5 things you missed. We're gonna fucking scour every detail. We know everything there is about
this. I don't have that much time.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you straight up, full frontal male nudity. We're just here to watch what we watch, react to it, and then maybe some of you guys watch the show by yourselves and you want to talk about it with friends, and that's what we're here to do. That's what we're here to do. Not to be fucking perfect and not to preach to you and tell you all the things you missed. We're just 2 dudes who watched a TV show.
Yeah, don't be like the fucking social studies teacher in 7th grade and get mad at us when we fucking misquote the Constitution when we have to recite the bitch. I didn't write it. I didn't fucking write the Constitution, because I would have added in a lot of boobies if I had. But here's the thing. Yeah, like there are so many people that are so quick to jump and attack and say, my God, what kind of world do we live in when people can't just watch the show and absorb every single moment of what the writers were doing and then regurgitate that back to us? Are you fucking stoned? Nobody does that. Yeah. These are interpretive films, they're interpretive shows, they're subjective. You can take something and see something and experience it a totally different way than everybody else. Now, I'm not saying that there's no excuse for not paying attention and at least presenting, in your opinion, your best recap of the show. Yeah. Nonetheless, I don't want to get fucking, like, it's really ridiculous in a lot of ways that when you read comments and these fucking Nazi motherfuckers are coming at you in every goddamn which way and saying every single tiny thing. I'm like, dude, I am not gonna. Do you know how long these videos would be if we went through each episode and went by every single fucking moment of and dissected? It would be a 45-minute fucking video. Are you serious?
So look, we're just being honest with you. If you're here for that, you probably want to go watch.
Value.
You probably want to go watch one of the other channels. We're just here to have fun and talk. We're just here. We enjoy doing this.
What's the other channel called?
We're doing this for fun. Like, we're doing this for fun. So, for you guys who were here for that, sorry you had to hear that. I'm sorry you had to hear that.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
It's like mom and dad just yell at somebody.
Next episode we'll go right back to the fun shit. But I had to mention that it sucks to spend all night working on stuff and wake up with all the shit you have to deal with, and you check your phone thinking that you're going to talk to your friends about a cool show, and you got a bunch of people calling you a fucking racist. I'm not down for that. So that's all we're trying to say. Because you got a fucking actress confused with another actress.
And I'll tell you something else. I've never raced anybody. Except for fucking field day in 5th grade.
And you lost.
I did. I got a green ribbon, though.
I'm really actually quick on my feet.
No, you're not. Not anymore.
I know. I would have been a good wide receiver, Jay.
No.
I just didn't want to play.
That's bullshit. In the CFL?
Comment down below. Yeah, I would have done that.
Flag football.
They made like 50,000.
Do they do flag?
Well, like in college.
How old do they keep recruiting?
You just suck a dick, Ron.
I'm not going to do it.
We love your fucking faces. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you didn't, it's cool. You don't have to watch. It's free. Click it off. We love your fucking faces. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and get some damn wham opinion. If you want to. What are you going to do on October 31st?
What are you gonna do on October 31st?
Here comes that white-faced fucker, an asshole like no other. He's a big old piece of shit. Wants to stab your sister's tits cause he's a white-faced fucker. Loomis can't recover. Dr. Challenge drunk again, sleeping with your sister's friends.
Do you want to know about the darkness?
I said, God damn.
God damn you, Michael!
I said, God damn.
A lot of people don't know the darkness that goes inside their hearts.
I said, God damn.
God damn you, Michael! What are you gonna do on October 31st?